When you walk away, you don't hear me say, "You're a zombie!" Or in the Matrix. Oh, my Fox. I'm the 8-bit Fox, and welcome to another 9-bit Theories. I had originally, I think I made somewhat of a similar theory earlier in the year, whatnot. But I thought this would be good to revisit it for a couple reasons. One, because right now Kingdom Hearts news is kind of a lot bigger, so better of attraction for theories and stuff like that. While also on the flip note of that, I have been playing a lot more of Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key, and thus have a little bit more knowledge on this situation, everything like that, as well as seeing the secret ending, the secret ending for Kingdom Hearts Unchained, which is not really the ending. Maybe it was for Unchained Key, and then they switched over to Union Cross. But in any case, basically, if you don't know what Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key is, it's a prequel story that stars your character as you enter the world of the 5 unions of the pre-Keyblade War and pre all the games, and basically have to kind of go through these different events, which you're basically kind of the second hand. You're kind of experiencing all this kind of second hand. You're kind of like, the best way I can describe it is you're kind of like the grunt of this Keyblade War. Like, you're kind of one of a face in a crowd. I think that's the best way to say it. You're not really the main character, where the main characters are really Ephemer, Skuld, and the Foretellers, which are the leaders of these 5 unions, as well as the Masters and Luxu. You are more or less a side character to all of this. Mind you, it's not saying that I'm not really sure how important our character is, other than being slightly friends with Ephemer, but it is kind of a cool thing. But basically, at the end of Unchained Key, our character, we get flashbacks, or I believe it's some point during the Union Cross, we get flashback after defeating Aced, one of the Union leaders. We get flashbacks, or in some cases, possibly flash forwards to the to our character dying in the Keyblade War. Not only dying in the Keyblade War, dying where the X in the Keyblade graveyard is. Like, if anyone's ever seen Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, ever played Kingdom Hearts 2, and the secret trailer at the end of that is what you would now know as Aqua Terra Ventus, walking up into the middle of the Keyblade graveyard, and in the center is the Keyblades, the Kingdom Key, Way to Dawn, and Way to Dawn, this one, and Kairi's Keyblade. So Riku, Sora, and the Kairi's Keyblade. Our character is basically lying right there in the center, where those Keyblades would apparently be. But basically our character dies there, but not before seeing Ephemer and Skuld, and basically saying, you guys are, like, basically saying that Ephemer's late, and, like, they promised that they'd go exploring or see what's inside the Foretellers' secret base. And then after that, basically, it looks like our character dies. The heart goes up into Kingdom Hearts, as well as with all the other hearts that apparently were there, and may possibly be the Kingdom Hearts that appears in Birth by Sleep. But then again, still not quite sure on that. But basically, immediately you think that you're dead. And then after that, your character continues to play out, which we assume is pre this world. Like, pre your character dying or something like that. But in the secret ending, that takes place right after your character dies. And they wake up in Enchanted Dominion? I want to say it's Enchanted Dominion. The one where... Yes, Enchanted Dominion, I believe, is the sleep... Yeah, because Castle of Dreams is Cinderella's. In Enchanted Dominion, a.k.a. Sleeping Beauty's world, wakes up there, and she's like... And your character basically wonders, like, how did I get here? What exactly is happening? And sure, he says, oh, you just fell asleep, or he gives some kind of excuse. And then also, And what immediately right there, that kind of, red flag, basically, at least from how I take it, that's something very similar to, what is it? Similar to how Inception talks about dreams, in a sense that, like, you don't know how you got there. You just woke up in the middle of a situation, and that's kind of what happened, even though I have had dreams where I have remembered the past of how I got to this point, which really s with you when you wake up and you're like, oh god. But yeah, so basically your character wakes up, and then not only does that again immediately kind of set off, like right then and there, it kind of hints at, okay, you were there for a reason. You were sent there accidentally because you don't remember how you got there, which immediately to me makes me think, okay, they downloaded us into a datascape, or something along those lines, something similar to how similar to what Diz did to Roxas. We're now downloaded into a digital version of a world, a digital datascape. And not only that, what also kind of solidifies this a bit more is the point to where after a character disappears, we kind of pan over like the thorny bushes of Maleficent that are in the Enchanted Dominion. We pan over this because we couldn't get over there, and we see Maleficent there going, "Where is that imbecile?" And he says, "No matter. Sora can't get into this world." And so basically along those lines, and it's just immediately that says a couple things. One, we are no longer in the past. We are no longer in the past anymore. We are post Keyblade War. Our character is either dead or just now reactivated or come back to life via a datascape. Something again similar to Kingdom Hearts Coded, which I freaking would love. They brought which that kind of gives that game more prevalence. Which even then, at the end of I believe Coded, was it the end of Coded? No, it wasn't the end of Coded. It was Kingdom Hearts 3D. I want to say, I forgot. I think it is Kingdom Hearts 3D, where Mickey gives Maleficent the datascape because she was holding Minnie for ransom or whatnot. Which then, basically, Maleficent now not only has a bunch of digital worlds, but also, possibly, if this is all correct and, connected, she probably also found the Book of Prophecies. And not only that, probably even found some of the data, or if anything, use the Kingdom Hearts that's in the Keyblade War, or that's in, the Keyblade Graveyard. My bad, Keyblade Graveyard. Possibly digitize that. I'm not really sure on that note, but I do know, at least from what I've learned, at least so far, that our character is either dead or, like Roxas, is actually downloaded into the datascape along with all these other Keyblade wielders. Every other Keyblade wielder, that is supposed to be, the one in the crowd, technically all of our characters, because technically we're all those different Keyblade wielders that are out there, the hundreds of thousands, which, if you think about it, is really cool. But even though we are kind of, quote-unquote, following the same path, we are technically all those different characters, which I would love if, they had, a random, generator for, they show the Keyblade War, and, every time you look at the cutscene, it's, a different mix of, items and clothing on the different characters. That way it's holy crap, we see that, or different characters, models are loaded up as for those cutscenes. I don't know, I think it'd be kind of a cool thing, especially since they do cutscenes in game, since our characters can change, whatever. That's side note. But yeah, our character, again, at least how this theory is, and so far that we've seen, one, Union Cross, at least right now, is no longer taking place, well, depends on what part you're talking about. We're doing the flashbacks to Ephemer and Skald and the other foretellers. Yeah, that's all done. That all is pre-game. That's post-Keyblade War, pre-Birth by Sleep. But everything that's happening now within the games, everything that's happening everything that's happening now is actually after the Keyblade War is done. After all these different, after the worlds have, I guess, been reset or whatnot. If anything, probably even all of what we've been doing has probably already been post Keyblade, or it could be that post Keyblade War if it's like a mix of the different books, like Foreteller's book as well as whatever days in Jiminy's journal, which could explain why some worlds seem to have been reset since last time. But then again, there are some inconsistencies with that, so I'm really going to guess that this is all just happening post. And this also could lead up to, because again, maybe it's just the Gamers Joint thing, but also what Gamers Joint, aka Cynical, he brought up that he believes that Wreck-It Ralph may be the next Keyblade, or the next Disney world that will appear in Union Chain. And being that apparently Tetsuya Nomura, I want to say, said that in one of the trailers, or something like that, they will show a world that has not been in any other previous game, will not be in Kingdom Hearts 3, but will be a world that will be exclusively in Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key, if I'm remembering that correctly. Which, out of all the worlds and all the stuff we've seen and stuff like that, the only one that fits that mark so far is Wreck-It Ralph from the thing that basically let all the people who basically been praising Kingdom Hearts and they let them go play Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm like, fudge me! but that is freaking cool that they did that. But yeah, basically if that is true, and let's say we do go to Wreck-It Ralph's world, yet we don't have like a terminal or like anything like kind of how in Tron you can't get from the world map to Tron's world. You have to go from the world map, go to the computer in not in 3D yet. Well, not in Kingdom Hearts 2, I should say. 3D you can, but that's because the worlds are in dreams. I think the worlds are in dreams. Or time travel. I'm gonna go with time travel and dreams. You can't go from the world map of Kingdom Hearts 2 to Tron's world. You have to go to Ansem's computer and then into Tron's world. So if the next world is going to be Wreck-It Ralph and we don't actually need the mobile portal, which is the new the new little Game Boy that Sora has, or if we don't need that or any kind of computer to get into Wreck-It Ralph's world, and that is its own world and everything, which actually would kind of make sense with a couple of the Heartless looking like candy and like stuff like that, and cakes. But I think that was actually also more like. But anyways, if we don't need something like that, and we can actually just go to Wreck-It Ralph world immediately, that is another big indication that our character is no longer in the outside world. This is all a digital creation, which even stuff like that, Efmer says that all the worlds that, even though he says it's before Union Cross, but all of this might actually just be a mix of different data mixing and changing and stuff like that, being mixed with Jiminy's journal as well as Union Cross, as well as data from possibly the Book of Prophecies that Maleficent probably gets. If anything, Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key probably takes place after Kingdom Hearts 3. Probably. Union Cross, I mean. But, because that means that, maybe Maleficent does get the black box, which probably holds the Book of Prophecies in it. But what was I saying? Oh, yeah, that basically, if we can't go to Wreck-It Ralph's world immediately like that, just out of nowhere, and just like, oh, yeah, we now can enter this digital world, I think that's a strong indication that, our character is now digitized. And also, on the flip note of that, might be able to be brought back, similar to how you were able to pull Sora and Donald and Goofy and, Roxas out of the computer. We might be able to do that as well. I don't know, just a quick little theory I want to throw out there, 15-minute theory, but whatever. But tell me guys in the comments below. Thanks for watching. My name is Fox9, so make it 9 with Fox, which videos that I've done. Links are on my face, controllers are on there somewhere. And we will see you later. I really gotta finish my Let's Play of Kingdom Hearts Unchained. chain of memories. God, I want to play a Kingdom Hearts game right now.